Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Plant Fanatics. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your seedlings branch out, so stay tuned. So when you're growing a plant from a seed, or maybe you took a cutting and now it has that big long branch sticking out and it doesn't seem to be going out or branching much, how do you get it to branch out? I get that question all the time, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's actually very, very simple. The biggest problem is that people are usually afraid to get out there and prune their plants. They think that they're going to make a mistake. Pruning is very easy, and it's something that to learn how to be a good pruner, you just have to do it. So right here, I've got a goji berry plant. It's actually a bush that I grew from a cutting. And now that it's well rooted, it's just got this one big long stem that's coming up here. And it's got a little bit of growth here, but we want it to branch out a lot more than this to get a more full look on the plant. So how are we going to do this? It's very, very simple. You're just going to take your pruners and get it to the desired height that you want. All you have to do is snip off that top just like that. And now what we're going to have is all these buds that are in here. They're going to start breaking dormancy, and you're going to get a much bushier effect. You can see in front of me here, we have got all of these gojis that we've been propagating, and they're all kind of having the same issue. They're getting tall, but they're not branching out much. And just to show you how easy this is, I'm literally just going to go through and cut all these top branches back a little bit. And you don't have to be precise about it. There's really not much to it. Now I've just got a bunch of the tops of these going. I wasn't precise about it at all. All I did was come and chop off the tops of them. And this is really good if you're propagating things and you're going to sell them to people. And maybe they've been sitting in the pots for a little while. This is exactly what you're going to want to do to keep the size of these little plants in check. You don't want them to get too big, especially if you're going to be shipping them. This is the best way to do that. Just cut the tops off of them. If you come over here, you can see I have got a sapote that I grew from seed, and you can see it's just growing straight up. If I wanted this thing to branch out, I would literally just go in and chop the top off. I don't want this one to branch out yet. I want it to get a little more size to it before I do that. Same thing with this jackfruit here. It's very easy to do. If you look at my seedling grown lemon tree back here, I came in here. You can do this with multiple branches as well. You've got this thing going in all these different ways. I've got the foundational branches. All I did here was come in to the tops of these branches, chopped them off, and now look at all these branches coming out here. So that's exactly the type of effect that we're wanting to get. Too many people are just afraid to prune things. They think they're going to destroy them. If it's not something like a conifer tree, okay, those trees are not going to grow back. They're not going to be forgiving, and that's not something that you're typically going to prune anyway. My grandpa, for instance, he has this big, beautiful spruce tree, and he had come in at one point and just chopped the top off of it, thinking, oh, I'll take the size down and it'll grow back. Okay, that's not something that you want to do. That's a perfect example of something that's not forgiving. It's not coming back the way that it was. However, these fruit trees and bushes, they are very, very forgiving of pruning. Don't be afraid to prune. Just come in here, chop the tops of them off, cut the tops of this off. There's really not any plants that I can think of that, especially in the fruiting plants, that you wouldn't want to do this with. Now, maybe there's something that's a little bit slower in its growth. Habotacabas, things like that. You're not going to want to prune these like that, but fig trees, lemon trees, oranges, all the citrus, goji berries, anything like that that's a rapid grower, don't worry about it. Just prune them where you want them. And if you make a mistake, maybe you don't like the shape of it, just let it grow out a little bit and prune it again. Just get out there and practice your pruning. Don't be afraid to do it. Too many people are afraid to do it. So that's all there is to it. Get out there, do it yourselves. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share with any of your friends who you think it might help them. Thanks so much for watching.